So guys, here we're looking at how to apply line graphs into a real world situation. It tells us there's a deal offered by NetShare. Okay, they're an internet provider, and to its new customers it's a fixed charge of $20 per month plus $5 per hour of use. Okay, the question is write a rule for the total monthly cost. So in other words, what's it going to cost us in a month to use that? Well, first of all, it's going to cost us how much per month is $20. Okay, so first thing is we're going to pay $20 to be part of NetShare. Then the next thing that we're going to have to do is $5 per hour. So plus $5 per hour of use. How many hours do we use it for? Not sure. So what do? We put in a pro numeral and we'll call it T, because I can see in the next question they've used T. So T is time. So basically they tell us the rule, and now they've also asked us to express it in terms of C and T. So to write this rule, we would say C equals 20 plus 5T. Okay, the next thing that they ask us is to sketch the graph of C versus T for 0 to 10. So I've set up a graph already. Now, if they were to ask us, let's just put in some points on the axis here, which I thought were there already. Okay, why am I putting in 10, 20, 30, 40, 50? Okay, it cost me $20 to join, so straight away I know I'm moving up in 20s. Alright, first thing I want to do is I'm going to put in what it is for 10 hours. So I'm going to have, my rule is C equals 20 plus 5T. So what I'm going to ask is, okay, if T equals 10, okay, what is going to be my cost? So I'm going to end up saying, alright, cost is 20 plus 5 times 10, which equals 20 plus 50, 70. So I now come across to my graph and I go across to 10 and I go up to 70 and I'll put a dot there.
That's cool.
Make it a bit thicker. Okay, so I've got my dot there. When T equals 0, so when we aren't using the internet, how much does it cost us per month? 20. So this is like thinking about it if it's a line graph. If we have T equal to 0, 5 times 0 is 0, so our y-intercept, which is our C in this case, the cost, okay, is going to be 20. So my other point on the graph is going to be here at 20. So what does my line graph look like? I've got 2 points, that's what it looks like. Okay, so I've got my line graph done. Looking at, so what's the cost for 4 hours? We use our formula. We have C equal to 20 when we join up, and it's $5 per hour. So what we do is we substitute 4 into the into the T. So we end up with 20 plus 5 times how many hours we've used it for? 20 plus 20, and it's going to cost us $40 for 4 hours of use. Okay, so the question is, the cost is $50. What does T equal? How many hours did we use it for? So again, we substitute into our equation. C equals 20 plus 5T. and cost this time is 50. We don't know what t is, so we leave it as 5t. Now we do our equation solving. So we take the 20 over to the other side of the equation, and it becomes 50 minus 20 equal to 5t, which becomes 30. Okay. Here we're multiplying by t, so we have to get rid of the 5, we've got to do the opposite, which is to divide. So we take the 5 over to the other side by dividing, and we end up with 30 over 5 equal to t, and this becomes t equal to 6. So the answer to that question is 6 hours.